Hi children, this is YN Suvarnalakshmi working as School Assistant Physical Science, ZPHS Kottapet, Uppal Mandal, Medchal District. Children, in this session we are going to learn about the phases of the moon. Children will try to know a few things about the moon. Have you ever observed the momentum of moon in the sky? Does the moon appear at the same point at a particular time every day? Is the shapes of the moon same on every day? You might have observed that the shape of the moon changes night after night. These changes in its appearance are called the phases of the moon. Can you guess why the shapes of the moon changes? You may have noticed that the time period taken by the sun to complete a cycle in the sky and come to selected position is almost same every day, and it is about 24 hours, that is one day, whereas moon takes about 50 minutes more than a day to complete the cycle, and which results in the phases of the moon, because moon is also tilted on its own axis, and it is also rotated around the it is also revolving around the earth. To know about the phases of the moon, how these phases of the moons are occurring, let us perform an activity to understand why the phases of the moon occur. For this activity, we need a cricket ball, and half of the ball is coated with black paint or a black paper, is covered with black paper, and a light or a bulb, and a pipe or a cycle spoke. Children, let us conduct the activity. Let us conduct the activity. See children, the light which is illuminated, let us assume that it is sun, and the ball which I hold is, let us assume that it is moon, and myself as an earth. As we know that earth is revolving around the sun and the moon is revolving around the earth, and in this position new moon day, you can also see the faces of the moon on different positions. So in this position the illuminated surface is not visible from earth, so the moon cannot be seen from earth. This is position is known as new moon day. As the moon started revolving days later, when the moon is in this position, a small part of its illuminated surface is visible from the earth. This position is called waxing crescent moon. And as days later, the moon is revolving, and half of this moon is illuminated and half of the moon is in dark zone. This is known as first quarter. This is known as first quarter. This position is known as first quarter. And as days later, when the moon is revolving and it comes to a position, more of its illuminated part is visible from earth. This is known as waxing gibbous. In this position, more of the part is illuminated. And after 14 days, the entire illuminated surface of the moon is visible from earth. This is the day of the full moon. That is, in this position the moon will be exactly opposite to the sun. The sun rays reflected on the surface of the moon, and we can see the illuminated surface of the moon. This is called the full moon. And days later, when the moon is starting revolving around the earth, again we can see the 3/4 of the part is illuminated, and it is called waning gibbous moon. Waning gibbous moon. And slowly the illuminated part is going to be decreasing. The portion of the illuminated part is decreasing, and it is known as and half of the part is illuminated and half of the part is in dark. This is called third quarter. And as the moon revolves, the days goes, and here this is called waning crescent moon. Waning crescent moon. This is the most of the moon is in dark, and slowly and it comes to its initial position. This is again after 28 days, again we'll get new moon day. So thus the phases of the moon occurs as the moon revolves. Once again we'll have a look. So it's a crescent, first quarter, gibbous, and it's a full moon day, and again gibbous, third quarter, and crescent, and again new moon day. Although half of the surface of the moon is illuminated every day, we cannot see the moon on new moon day since the illuminated surface is on the side opposite to the point of observation on the earth. That means we can see only one side of the moon every day. We cannot have any idea about the other side of the moon. We cannot see. On a full moon day, the situation is reversed. The illuminated half of the moon faces the point of observation, so we see a full moon. From the above explanation, you may have understand that the sun and the moon must be on the same side of the earth on a new moon day, and they are on opposite sides of the earth on a full moon day. So this is the cause, this is the reason why the phases of the moon occurs, and during the phases in between we see different shapes of the moon, and the revolution time period of the moon around the earth is nearly 27 days. Children, I think you understand the phases of the moon very clearly. Thank you, children.